a woman having her egg cell fertilized by a single sperm cell. Well, it's a sad day in Texas, knowing that now they've passed some bill on abortion, and after 6 weeks, since there's a heartbeat, even though I doubt after 6 weeks of a woman having her egg cell fertilized by a single sperm cell, I doubt a heart, a fully functioning heart, is a part of that fetus after 6 weeks, but it's just a sad day that they've passed this bill, and pretty much after 6 weeks a woman, if she's pregnant and decides to have an abortion, well, she can't. She has to have the child. She has to have the kid. Okay? A group of men with a pair of balls and a fucking cock, they all came to a conclusion that a woman has to have the kid because they said so. Because they said so. Because they said so. They all sat down in a room and they came to a conclusion as to what a woman can and can't do with their uterus and her own body. So she has to bring another sentient child onto this planet because they said so. Because it's murder. It's murder. Even, I mean, I'm the one that's bringing it up, but even like two males having a discussion or a debate about this is so sad and depressing. Two males that in the history of our species will never know what it's like to carry a child inside a womb for 9 months. Having a debate about this is it's quite comical and depressing at the same time. But now I was gonna say, you know, a male should try to put himself in a woman's shoes for once, or a female should every now and then try to put herself in a male's shoes for once. But all you really get there is you start going down the rabbit hole of you know, because now there's no longer two genders, right? Now there's like 99 genders. I got 99 genders, but a bitch ain't one. If you're having gender problems, you got a problem, son. How does that song go? I got 99 genders, but a bitch ain't one. If you're having gender problems, I feel sorry for you, son. But it's just sad. You know, and I don't care. Like, I don't. I guess I care to some degree because I'm talking about it. But I really don't care what a person chooses to do with their own body, as far as you wake up one day and you want to chop off your dick and you want to chop off your balls because you're a woman, fine. I really don't care. Or if you're a woman and you wake up one day and you've always had the soul of a man in your body and this and that. You want to chop off your tits and get all kinds of reconstructive surgery on your genitals and whatnot. At the end of the day, I really don't care about all that bullshit. I really don't. It's just my only thing with the 99 genders of the 21st century is when they start, not all of them, but when some of them become so obsessed with children, and you're trying to push these ideologies in regards to, you know, your sexuality and your gender. Yet there's some people that they're just so obsessed with kids and they start preaching this bullshit to children. That's the only problem that I have. If you wake up one day and you're convinced that you're fucking King Kong, then more power to you. You're fucking King Kong. You're King Kong gender, okay? That's badass. That makes you happy? Awesome, cool. But it becomes a problem when you start preaching all this bullshit to children. That's when it's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. I mean, if you don't want to go sit at the fucking kiddie table, I mean, call a spade a fucking spade, and what's right is right, and it's fucked up. It's like some of these people, they remind me of like that creepy fucking Catholic priest who's always like, the first hour he's preaching about, you know, some passage in the Bible, and he's talking about the rapture, or Noah's Ark, or Adam and Eve, or whatever. And then the last hour of the sermon, he just starts being and preaching bullshit that's just so obsessed and surrounding this whole Baptist sermon, and it's just like aimed at children. Like, it's aimed at kids, and kids, you have to convert now, or you're not going to go to heaven with mommy and daddy, and you're going to burn in hell forever. So that's some of these like gender obsessed people that love preaching this. Preach it all you want and be whoever the fuck you want to be in this world, but it's fucked up when you're pushing this shit on children, and you're pushing these ideas and these ideologies onto children. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's retarded. It's fucked up. And it's just wrong. If you wake up one day, or you've always felt that, you know, in your heart, you were 4 different genders and all this shit, I really don't care. I mean, I can pretend that I care like everybody else. I can pretend that I care like everybody else, but I won't. If that's what makes you happy, that's good for you. And you're this beautiful transgender creature walking the earth. But like anything in this life, in this world, there's limits. And just don't go preaching your bullshit onto children and kids, because it's wrong. And it's sick. And it's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting.